Wow, what a sensational night of fights. Jack Della Maddalena is the champion of the welterweight world. Freaking amazing. And it was close-ish fight, but I think the right decision was made. JDM won the first and the fifth round clearly, and I guess the middle rounds were kind of a toss-up, although I would still give at least one of those to JDM. And man, Belal has a freaking chin on him. Like, JDM was landing hard shots clean so often, and in the fifth round, he put it on Belal. So many freaking clean shots, and none of them even wobbled him. I think there was one shot that wobbled Belal, and it's crazy that he took so many of them and he wouldn't go down. But that last outburst by JDM in the fifth round, I think, got him the round. He already won the first, and I guess the judges gave him one of the middle rounds as well, and man, it was amazing. But also credit to Belal, like, he's up there in age, and he had a close fight with a monster like Jack Della Maddalena. Like, no one's been a champion at the welterweight division in his age. It's difficult to find someone in the lower weight classes of that age being champion. He's like the only one. So credit to him for even becoming champion. But yeah, let the JDM reign continue. Well, he's fighting Islam Makhachev next, I guess. Islam Makhachev said, I guess I'm going to become double champion. So we'll see how long the JDM reign lasts. But hey, I wouldn't be surprised at all if JDM wins. So yeah, wow. And then we also had Benoit Saint-Denis versus the Polish-Canadian dude, Prospiek. And yeah, I was very happy to see Benoit Saint-Denis back on form. He took down his opponent in the first round and just controlled him. And in the second round, he got his opponent in the clinch and was landing heavy elbow shots to his face, damaging him. And then he took him down and choked him out. And yeah, I was really happy to see Benoit Saint-Denis get that victory, but he looks really slow. And like, when people would put Benoit Saint-Denis down and say he's not that good, and I was like, no, he is that good. It's just he's had a bit of a hiccup, and he'll make it in the top 7 eventually. But his slowness, I'm not going to say I lost faith in Benoit Saint-Denis after this fight, even though he won, but I kind of did, because his slowness is really prominent. Like, if a half-decent boxer was standing in front of him, I feel like he would be half a second away from getting tagged. Like, he looked like that anyway, but a half-decent boxer would be able to capitalize on that. And he said his coach, Nicholas, his new coach, told him to follow that strategy in the first round. I think that was the right strategy, because if you stood with your opponent any longer, if you stood with him in the first round, yeah, you would increase the chances of getting knocked out, and that probably would have happened. So you should listen to your coach more, because you got your opponent tired and made his arms heavy and made his body heavy by controlling him, and so he was not as in tip-top shape in the second round, and you were able to get the finish. So good advice from your coach, an amazing victory from Benoit Saint-Denis. Let's see who he's going to fight next. But I guess, what's the opposite of a silver lining? A dark cloud over this is that we're not going to see Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev anymore. And we're going to probably see Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. But Ilia has a higher chance of beating Charles than Islam, I would say. And if Ilia does beat Charles, Volk will go up and fight Ilia for the lightweight title, which will be pretty interesting, a turn of events. But man, Volk getting up there in age and fighting Ilia, I don't think that's good for him. But yeah, interesting times. Like and subscribe.